I'm gonna show you all one of my favorite ways to trade it now. Can everybody see my screen? I can't hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm about to do. And I'm gonna show you all this. And this is the game changer. For those who know me, and we did a lot of great things last year when it came to trading in the market together and catching sales and buys and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know I'm the stop loss. I guess some people call me the stop loss king because I'm the type of person that I want 300-400 pip take profits with 10 pip stop losses. So for those who told you that's not possible, tell them they lied, because a lot of people in the group can tell you like that's how I get down. I hate seeing blue. I mean, I hate seeing red. I love seeing blue. I hate seeing red. But I'm a swing trader, meaning I'm the type of person to hop in the trade and I can sit in that trade for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, sometimes even a week or two. I've never stayed in the trade over 3 weeks, but I want to get to that point where I'm actually sitting in trades for months if need be. I want to have that type of patience. Remember, I'm still new too at this thing. I'm still a student as well. So don't let anybody tell you that because they making a certain amount of money that they know everything. They always be a student. It's always more to learn. So like I said, for those who actually see that that my chart, who remember my charts, they see it's a little bit different. So I'm going to actually go into breaking down why it looks a little different now. So the way I used to trade, I still trade like this, but my old way of trading, I use my RSI for my indicator. That's it. That's all. I don't use the RSI anymore. I only have it on here now simply just for the actual purposes of training and also still back testing. Just learning more, trying to, just continuing to back test my actual strategy and, making sure that it's still clean and everything like that. So I know I can't read the comments now. So just bear with me if I'm missing. If y'all ask me, unmute yourself if you got a quick question or whatever. But so the indicators that I use right now is called EMA. These are EMAs. I have my moving average EMA, and I also have my MACD. So understand what this moving average EMA, this is a 9, what we call a 9 EMA, this blue line. This red one is called a 50 EMA. Those are my 2 levels. Then I have this MACD. Simple indicator, just type in MACD, and that one right there. So I'm gonna break this down to you all. Now, I'm gonna show you the actual ways of how I properly use it. Now, understand with the 9 EMA, the blue line, once this blue line crosses, like the blue line above the red line, so the 9 EMA above the 50 EMA is a buy. So above is buy, under is sell. So anytime this blue line is underneath this actual red line, it's a sell. This is in pure conjunction with this MACD. So as soon as this crosses on the EMA, as soon as the 9 EMA crosses the 50 EMA, and it crosses this red, the dark shaded red is a strong trend. That lets you know it's strong. And it's underneath, that means it's a strong sell coming. But so that's pretty simple right there. So anybody, let me look at the chat real quick. Anybody remember me catching GJ last year around November? I made my first 16,000 in one day. Not letting me see the chat. Hold on.
Dirty, want me to hold down the chats for you?
Yeah, if you can, because it ain't letting me see it while I'm in the thing. Yeah, good. Yeah, so y'all remember that, right? Okay, cool. Grant, okay, I hear you. Okay, so yeah. So I'll actually pull that part up to where I actually caught that. Actually, we caught that trade out. I caught that trade out for everybody on GJ. So I made my first 16K on GJ back in late back in late or middle to late November of last year. I did that in all of pretty much. I did that all of pretty much in a day, in 24 hours. So at 424 hours, I made 16K. Now, needless to say, I was very, very happy. It was my first big day or whatever. Little did I not know that it was the beginning of a trend. This is where we hopped in GJ, right here in this area. Now, understand, look and see where this is crossing at. You see that 9 EMA crossing that 50 EMA? Also, do you see this 9? Do you see that it's crossing also at the same time on the MACD? Now, this isn't the kicker for me. Like Grant, when we caught that, I'm gonna show you this real quick. This was back on November 15th, so the middle of November. If you think about, I had 11 standards on that actual trade. From that day till recently, it has went over 1,700 pips. So you think I was happy because I made 16K when I pretty much let 500K, $1 million trade go? Nah. So I've been back testing. This is the golden part that I want to show you all. I use an actual tool. Like these are called candlesticks right here, right? Now with candlesticks, these are actually showing every time you see that price is going up and down, above the EMA, above the EMA, above the EMA, up and down, up and down. Now, I'm gonna actually delete this so you all can see. I'm gonna put one line on here, right here. One line right there, because that's what we call. I use a tool called Renko. Renko is very clean, and it does not show me. It's not doing all that up and down. It's not scaring me. It's not intimidating me. Now you tell me, from the day we caught GJ right here on Renko's, when it crossed pure price, when else since that day has it showed me that price was getting ready to go into an uptrend out of that 1,600 pips? It didn't, did it? All right, y'all can unmute yourself. I don't like talking to myself, for real.
It didn't.
No, not at all.
So you mean to tell me that I caught the top of a beginning of a trend when I caught, 300 pips, when I let go 1,700 pips right in my face? It showed me the clear as day this entire time that price was getting ready to continue to keep going down. And it did not even get close to going above this 50 EMA. It just recently, within the last couple days, remember, with Renko's pure price. So Renko's isn't gonna move if price isn't actually moving into that direction. So all of this, I'm gonna show you. Going back to candles. You see all this fluctuation? It's side to side, up and down, up and down, up and down right here. All of that on candles. People getting nervous. Oh man, I'm in a buy, but it's going back. Oh, it's going back. It's going. Nah. Renko's shows me clear as day, barely move. Clean uptrend. Make sense? So with that being said, I literally let, like clear as day in my head, I let a clean 1,700 pip move actually like leave, like get away from me. So I also went back and started actually back testing old trades. Recently, this past December, and Clint, he can attest to this as well. Not sure if he got in, but I actually got in UCAD looking for a big sale to happen, and ended up getting stumped out of it. Because remember, the three rules to the market is what? Impulse, flag, continuation, right? This big move happened on a Friday, on December 7th. I just remember it was a Friday. We got a big impulse of move. The market closed right here. And when it opened back up, it's setting the flag. I hopped in at what I thought was the top of the flag right there. And then I was looking for the continuation to the downside. Now, of course, you see that downside never happened. So I got stumped out of that trade, right? Now, I'm going to show you this. At first, my old ways was to look at my RSI. You see my RSI right here? Same area. You see overbought territory, right? Overbought territory. Even when you go, so like everything was telling me sell. Off of, remember at the time, I didn't know this. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. I didn't know the MACD. I didn't know the EMA. I didn't know that. So all I had was this, my knowledge of impulse flag continuation and my RSI. Everything was telling me sell. So I got in, got stumped out. Now, let's switch over to Renko's. Now you tell me when I got in, where did it tell me sell? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
This 9 EMA stayed above. If anything, it created a flag for a continuation to the upside. So when I got in, when I got in and sold, I should have got in and bought. That's my buying. That's my buying area. And then I would have caught that entire move to the upside. This entire move from when it was above 300 pips. Clean, easy 300 pips. I had no worries that it was getting ready to turn around until recently. Now, an example, you can look at your RSI on your Renkos right here. It's still overbought, but that I found, that's why I said I don't use this anymore. I found the strategy that it gives me a better reading about my actual moves and everything like that. So, and I'll actually show you all this because I'm actually still in UCAD right now. If anybody was on that call with Lindor Monday, he mentioned how I caught quote unquote 200 pips at the time in UCAD. I got in where we're at the cross. You see that cross right there? Renko's, when Renko's cross, that's telling me it's a true trend happening because it's strictly price. You see it's actually crossing right here as well at the same exact time. From that day till this very time right now, I'm up 350 pips. Now you tell me, where does it show that I'm even close to actually getting ready to go into is getting ready to turn around on me? Nowhere near. Just like GJ, this may be my $1 million trade. I got another opportunity to get another $1 million trade. And
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
At what point do you jump in the trade as it crosses, or do you jump in like when it's like 20 pips down or so?
I do it when it crosses. Based off of my analysis. Remember, we still structure. Overall structure is everything. So based off of my analysis of everything when I mark up, I still enter my trades based off of my structure and seeing, like, once everything is adding up to my structure, that's when I switch over, try to see when it's crossing. And I'll show you all right now. Something I'm actually in already. And I got in yesterday. Look what's going on. What do you all see? You tell me.
Going down.
See what I'm saying? So this like, I'm not gonna get into too depth. Like, that's for my private students or my boot camp students and stuff like that. But notice it crossed right here. It crossed right here, right? Now, Grant.